The North. Known for its industry, hard-working and innovative people, we are the engineers of the past and always look for solutions for the future. Our creative North wants to celebrate that and show the world what we can do.
Welcome to Our Creative North, the show that celebrates the creative and digital media sector right here in the north of England. Today we've got one of our best shows ever. Well, I am a bit biased because we're visiting the National Youth Film Academy, one of my companies, where we send Sean, our pioneer, to try out making a film. We also get to meet Box Model Digital, who are a design agency based right here in Newcastle. But first, let's go and see how Sean gets on.
And we send another young creative pioneer, Sean Fail, and it's actually to the Creative North offices. Little did you know that the National Youth Film Academy also lives in the Creative North offices, but I don't do voiceover for them.
My name is Sean Fail. I'm a student at Gateshead College. I'm currently studying TV and film production.
I'm Andrew Rowan and I work over at the National Youth Film Academy.
I've always really liked TV and film production. I've always wanted to go into like media side of things. I decided to focus mainly on TV and film production and went to college, and I've been studying there for 2 years now. I'm Sean, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Andy. Welcome to the Creative North offices. We run part of the National Youth Film Academy out of the Creative North office. So today we're going to go over, have a bit of a look at the camera equipment before we start. We'll meet Ben Jones, who's the actor working with us today, and then we'll sort of do a bit of idea generation, then we'll go up shooting.
Sounds really good.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Let's head through.
Out of today, I really want to just go for it and really give a directing a go. It'll be really helpful before I do my final piece at college, which is going to be a 5-minute film, which I've got to direct and produce and shoot all myself. So this is a really good like taster for what it's going to be like. So what we've got here, Sean, is we've got the Blackmagic cinema camera. Right.
This is the one that we're going to be using to do all the filming today for this short film.
Oh nice, I've never used one before, I've not even seen one before. So.
Really? Yeah, well they are actually a bit of a rarity in the northeast, I found. So what it is basically you input all the settings onto the touch screen system that the Blackmagic uses. Very, very easy to use, and it's not as complicated as some of the other cameras. So what we've got is, it is a micro 4/3 mount. So today we're going to be using the Metabones adapter, which comes in our box. That just sits on front of the camera, and it allows us to use the Contax Yashica and Cassina lenses that we're going to be taking today. So what we've got is, we've got a 28mm Contax Yashica lens, just for basically for the wide angles.
Right.
We've got a 50mm for all your close-ups.
That'll be really good, yeah, it's really good for the ideas I've got in mind for the film at the minute.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. And then we've also got a Cassina zoom lens, which is the only zoom lens we use for the Blackmagic, and that's a 19-35, and it's with the f-stop that it's got, it gives a real sort of really nice cinematic roll-off in the depth of field.
Oh, nice, yeah, that'll be really good, yeah, really nice visuals, that's what I'm wanting.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah, the Cassina is a relatively new addition, but it has turned into one of our sort of mainstays of production.
Right.
So I'll take you over to meet Ben Jones, who's our actor today.
Of course, yeah, sounds good.
So, Ben Jones over here, he's one of our actors.
Very nice to meet you. Are you alright? I'm sure I'm the pioneer for today.
Cool.
So how did you like get involved?
I get involved. Right, well, the National Youth Film Academy as well. This is the company that I work for. I've been working here since October last year. I originally started because I did the 10-day course that they run down in Watford. So I actually started doing that course as an actor, and then came on here to do an apprenticeship with the National Youth Film Academy. And what is really cool about the National Youth Film Academy, which I think is that it enables young people like myself and actors and people that want to be in the industry to actually learn about the industry and give opportunity. So obviously I get to further my acting career whilst also learning about behind the camera, about sound, about how the camera works. It's really, really cool.
Oh yeah, that sounds amazing. How did you like get into that? How did you like sign yourself up for the 10-day course and then go from the 10-day course to get an apprenticeship here?
That's right. Well, it's funny actually, because I'm from Manchester originally, so I moved up from Manchester. And I was in my drama class, and we usually got forced to read this newsletter, which no one ever read. And it was just one time which my drama teacher made me read it. And I thought, oh, that looks cool. And I checked out the website, they had like a video of Simon Bird on. I was like, right, this is it, I'm going to go for it. And yeah, so I got a part on the 10-day course, and then actually it was the summer after I did the 10-day course, it was like a week after the course, I got a call saying, do you want to do an apprenticeship here? And I was like, why not? So I moved up from Manchester and so he got himself placed, and it's never looked back really.
I'm really looking forward to the day. I think it'll be a challenge, but it should be really interesting. I like to see what the final outcome is, because I've never really tried anything like this before. I hope it turns out good.
So we're going to do a bit of idea generation. Because we've only got one actor today, we're going to do something that's very sort of visually orientated.
Right.
Because there's the two of us, we're not going to work with sound, we're just going to focus on doing sort of a really visual short film.
Right,
So I'll give you sort of 5 minutes, we'll come up with some ideas, and then we'll go and start shooting.
Right, okay, yeah, sounds really good.
No worries.
Right, so we'll start jotting it down on here, like brainstorm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, no problem.
Oh, I do like a good brainstorming session. I once brainstormed the Higgs boson, but no one believed me.
Okay, Sean, so sort of take us a bit through what your idea is today.
Right, well I thought that since we've only got the one actor, it needs to be something that doesn't have like a lot of like dialogue in. So I'm thinking I know a really good place, Saltwell Park, just like across the road.
Oh yeah,
Up in Gateshead. And on a day like today it'll be really nice, like really good looking place. I thought that we could go to like a park bench, because it's like a quiet place there, and he could be sat with like his headphones in, listening to his music, and he's listening to his music, he starts getting carried away and becomes like engrossed with it, and kind of picks up from there quite quickly, and something ends up chasing him,
Right.
and there's like an invisible threat.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll grab the equipment and we'll go out and make that.
And it's off to the location. Saltwell Park is actually situated in the middle of Gateshead and is a beautiful park with a castle right in the middle.
Lens options wise, sort of where would you like to start? Do you want to start sort of fairly wide on Ben, or would you like a close up?
I think a wide to begin with, so we can get the feel in the background. This is a really nice area to get in.
Yeah, there's a lot
We'll
of
have that to begin with.
yeah, a lot of roll off on there on the depth of field,
Yeah.
so we could sort of get something quite nice put in that one. Okay. So I would usually suggest either the 28 Yashica or the Casino, which is a bit wider, but we can punch it in if needs be. Because of the lighting conditions, you know, 3.5 on the f-stop should be perfect, should be absolutely perfect, and then
Yeah,
we can get the NDs on if we need to stop it down a bit. So what we do is, on the front there's a silver button here,
Yep.
and that releases the front cap of the actual camera, so you can detach the lens so the sensor can see through it. There's a red dot and a red dot that line up. Just pop that in and you hear that click.
Yep.
Tells you that the lens is attached. So what we'll do is we'll have a look through the image, set all the white balance, make sure the shutter's right, the f-stop's what we want it to be, and then we'll get everything in place, get Ben in, and we'll set the focus and we'll start rolling.
And now to setting up equipment. Doesn't it all look technical? I think we need some shots of people looking at the lenses carefully.
Well, this is like the first scene, so you're just going to be sat down on the park bench, and we just want to get as much of the background we can as possible with you sat down. If you could put your iPod on and listen to some music, and just kind of start feeling the music and getting into it.
Yeah, cool. So is that just, I'm not kind of sensing anything yet, I'm just sat down,
Kind of feel it, you're not sensing anything to me, you just sat there enjoying your music,
But wicked, that's cool.
enjoying the sun.
Awesome.
Now it's working with the actors. It's been known that actors can be difficult, but I think it's more directors, them throwing fits saying my mother shouldn't be in the film. What do they know?
So is there anything else maybe we could pick out that you think from the performance maybe?
Maybe because we're putting the headphone in his ear or something from the side and that, and maybe if we swap the lenses over as well, to about a 50mm happen.
Yeah, we got the 50mm for
yeah.
close-ups, yeah, absolutely.
That's a good idea, that.
Camera rolling.
Camera rolling.
Action. Yep. So yeah, cut.
Obviously we're now at a new location. You can see it's a bit darker here because we've got all the trees covering the sun.
Yeah.
So we're going to change up the ND just to something maybe a bit lighter.
V9 back.
Yeah.
We're keeping the fade one on.
Yeah, we'll keep the fade one on just in case we catch some of the sunlight in the back.
Wanna see her on a backseat in a real human
Well, Sean looks like he's having a great time with apprentices. I can't wait to see what the film looks like. Now, after the break, we're visiting Box Model Digital. See you then.
And our business of the week is Box Model Digital, a digital agency based in the Toffee Factory in Newcastle.
I'm Paul Hutton, I'm the CEO of Box Model. I'm also a partner within the company.
My name's Tony Alani-Peckin and I'm the Commercial Director at Box Model. Well, we are a software development agency. We build anything from mobile applications right through to your basic standard websites.
So the sectors we work with on a global aspect range from services and manufacturing, sports, automotive. The health sector is again a key area for us. With delivering globally, we also have a number of issues that we need to consider. We're an agile company, or an agile methodology, so our delivery is very in line with what the client's needs are. With regards to delivery for global clients, we've actually got an office in New Zealand. A benefit of that we have seen hugely impact our clients from a benefit point of view is that we're 24/7. So when the office in New Zealand starts work, we are just closing down for the day. So we're able to, if we get something at 5 o'clock in the afternoon that needs to be turned around for a client very quickly, we're able to pass that over. Working in an agile methodology, how we work, it allows this kind of changeover and handing of the baton. And it's been one of the most significant benefit impacts that we've had.
Favourite aspect of my job? I would say it's the actual joy of delivering something. I'm very much a client-focused person, so it's not just a case of winning work. That's always great, but it's actually delivering that work. So it's working with the team to actually get them from point A right through to point B, which is delivering their idea, bringing it to life, and as I said before, sort of often exceeding their expectations.
There's a lot of aspects of my job that I enjoy. It's the variety is one key area. I'll get an opportunity to work with a number of sectors and have a great insight into the sectors. We are very strategically led from the commercial aspect of our company. We will go in, we will identify, we will research, we'll pull apart certain processes, we'll get to understand exactly what the drives are and the needs are of that organisation. That to me is a great opportunity to see a vast array of sectors, and I thrive on that.
We always try and add value to whatever the brief is. So if somebody says, oh, I want to automate my internal processes, we actually really get under the skin of the business, understand it probably better than the actual MD themselves, because we actually speak to the individual departments, actually find out what their needs, their requirements are, what their limitations are, and then we deliver a solution that actually adheres to that.
The North East for me is a great place. I split my time between the North East and London. The delivery of what we're able to do up here is a collaborative, creative hub, and I like to promote the North East as a hub. So there's many things that the North East brings to the creative and digital industries, which we can benefit and drive towards the southern marketplace and further afield.
There is this perception of the North East from down south that it's flat caps and coal mines, where it isn't. There's a very strong digital creative sector up here, and it's just really about putting that on the map. So I think that, as I said, the support for businesses that are in the digital creative space is massive. And I think that we really put out a very high quality of work from the North East as well. So people might have a perception that it's a lot cheaper up here or whatever it is, but I think that the quality is what really makes us stand out above the rest of the nation.
There we have it, Box Model Digital. What a great company, based right here in the northeast of England. Now let's go and see how Sean's got on with that film.
And a recap. So we sent Sean Fale with the National Youth Film Academy out to Saltwell Park to make his very own film.
So here we are in the edit suite. We've got the footage on the left-hand side that we've shot today, as you can see there. So what you want to do first off is just double-click a bit of footage just to bring it into the source monitor. I started off doing my degree, and from doing my degree moved to London, started working on as many productions as I possibly could. When I was living in London, I was starting to look at maybe ways coming back up north to work in Newcastle, and I sort of knew a couple of people up here, but sort of the bulk of my contacts I've made were based in London. So when I came back, I started talking to some of the guys, ended up having a conversation with Josh, who'd set up Now Film, went and started working with him on some of the corporates, and from there met Rob, and we started a conversation talking about coming over to the National Youth Film Academy. Press I and it'll mark an in point.
Yeah, that's all I really want to start, So actually again doing a bit of running onto this. We don't want to take too long.
I mean, what we could do is, because of how he goes out frame, and obviously we could do something a bit different. So we could do, for example, we could do maybe a digital zoom and just sort of bring him out so he runs out a screen. You know what I mean? So when I was starting out, there was never anything that was widely available, especially in the Northeast. There was no massive sort of movie industry or anything happening up here. So working with young people and helping them develop their talents, trying to get them in sort of like those workforce roles, and especially for young filmmakers who really want to sort of succeed, and knowing that that platform for success is here now, and being involved with that, it makes us exceptionally proud. So now we've got the sequence in place, Sean, what we can do is we can move on to doing some of the grading work, basically. Right. So first things first is we always want to check that the skin tones basically are correct. Because one of the things is, even though you get your white balance and everything like that sorted, you can generally sort of have to tweak it a little on the hue angle just to make sure that when you go and do the full grade, everything is like popping. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the effect controls. If you just move the reference monitor along, we're going to go down, and where hue angle is, we're going to try and bring this so that it hits in the middle of the main information. I think what's unique to the Northeast, and I had this conversation with an art director, and he said that people from the Northeast that he'd worked with had always been the best people he'd worked with, and it wasn't because of any like regional sort of benefit. We are pretty much the same as anybody else who comes through the doors, but he says there's a certain attitude in the Northeast, and with that attitude in the Northeast, we're always sort of moving to sort of better ourselves, and there's a chipper attitude.
The skills I've learned today will really help. Using the black magic, I've got to learn the basic skills of it, and I'm hoping to improve them if I ever get to use one again.
Okay, so Sean, we've got everything locked in the edit now. It's all exporting on the Mac at the moment. How have you found today? Obviously coming from a filmmaking perspective.
I've really enjoyed it, really enjoyed myself. It's been a good experience. I've learned a lot, and like basic skills I've had before, I've definitely advanced on, such as like the colour correction and using the hue and stuff to change with the graphs and that. It's been really good, really interesting. From today, I've definitely became more independent, and I've had to use my initiative, as well as improving camera skills and editing skills, and I've really enjoyed working with a great team.
I think all you need really to succeed in that is having a positive attitude, that attitude to learn. So I think Sean really did fantastically today. His attitude was great. He came in, he really wanted to get involved straight away. He didn't need much prompting, which is a great sign for a filmmaker, because if you can go in there not needing that much prompting to learn and really get involved in saying, I want to know this, I want to know that, why does that do that, why does that work? If you go in there, those answers, you'll get those answers, but sometimes some people need a bit more of a push, and it's great to know that Sean is so eager to prove himself and really get that career and really push and get himself ahead of the game, that he didn't shy away from it. He had the exact attitude I would look for in a director.
Well, it's great having Sean here in the office, and how easy is it to make a short film? And I bet you didn't know that National Youth Film Academy was based right here in Gateshead. Now, if you're a young person aged 16 to 25 and you're looking for a job in the creative and digital media sector, why not get in touch? We've got loads of jobs for you, and the details are right down below. But more importantly, we'd like to send our best wishes out to one of our digital champions in this region, Tony for R&B Group. We know he's got an operation next week, and our best wishes are with him. We hope for a speedy recovery. Anyway, we'll see you next week. Look forward to it.